Hello friends, in this video we are going to discover the top 10 richest countries in Asia. Anyone who's on the internet knows that Asia houses a strong majority of the world's billionaires, hence the movie, Crazy Rich Asians. But, have you ever wondered which is the richest country in Asia? The Asian economy is the fastest growing economy in terms of GDP Nominal and PPP in the world. It would be fastest, but the economic disparities are a source of major continuing tension in the region. While global economic powers China, Japan, India, continue powering through, and Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka have entered the path to long-term growth, regions right next to these countries are in severe need of assistance. In this video, we are giving the top 10 list of richest countries in Asia as per latest report of International Monetary Fund. As countries like China, India, Indonesia, Korea are the largest economies in Asia. But if we talk about the rich, these countries have no name in the rich. So, you must have thought that if such countries are not in the category of rich, then which are the countries which fall under the category of rich? The standard metric for measuring this quality of life is the GDP per capita, which may be described as a kind of estimate of the total annual spending of the citizens of each country. The premise is that rich countries have rich citizens, and rich citizens have money with which to enjoy a high standard of life. Of course, other factors of importance include the availability of jobs, the availability of investment opportunities, good housing, and healthcare. Kindly make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon before we start this video about the 10 richest countries in Asia. Now let's dig deeper into each of the top 10 richest countries in Asia. Number 10 on the list of richest countries in Asia is Korea, Republic. It is a country in East Asia, constituting the southern part of the Korean peninsula and lying east to the Asian mainland. It is also known as South Korea. The 10th richest country in Asia is a country that may be found in East Asia, making up the southern portion of the Korean peninsula and being located to the east of the main continent of Asia. One of the G20 major countries, it has a market economy that ranks 11th nominally and 13th in terms of purchasing power parity GDP in the world. South Korea GDP per capita is US $27,538.80. Number 9 on the list of richest countries in Asia is Israel. Its position on the southeastern coast of the Mediterranean Sea and on the northern coast of the Red Sea gives it a dual coastline. This country, being one of the richest Asian countries, received a ranking of 16th in the Global Competitiveness Report published by the World Economic Forum and a ranking of 54th on the Ease of Doing Business Index published by the World Bank. Israel GDP per capita is US $37,292.60. Number 8 on the list of richest countries in Asia is Japan. It is located in the Pacific Ocean. It lies off the eastern coast of the Asian mainland and stretches from the Sea of Okhotsk in the north to the East China Sea and China in the southwest. It is the third largest national economy in the world, after the United States and China, in terms of nominal GDP, and the fourth largest national economy in the world, after the United States, China, and India, in terms of purchasing power parity. Japan GDP per capita is US $38,894.50. Number 7 on the list of richest countries in Asia is Hong Kong. The People's Republic of China has designated this area as a special administrative region, and it can be found in the southern part of the country on the side of the Pearl River estuary that faces east. Since 1995, it has maintained its position as the number 1 spot on the Index of Economic Freedom maintained by the Heritage Foundation and considered one of the richest countries in Asia as well. Despite this, the region continues to struggle with a relatively high level of income disparity. Hong Kong GDP per capita is US $63,350. Number 6 on the list of richest countries in Asia is United Arab Emirates. It is situated at the southeastern tip of the Arabian Peninsula on the Persian Gulf, sharing maritime borders with Qatar to the west and Iran to the north. Oman and Saudi Arabia are its land-based neighbors to the east and south, respectively, while Saudi Arabia is its land-based neighbor to the north. It is the second largest economy in the GCC, after Saudi Arabia, and according to the Doing Business 2017 report published by the World Bank Group, it is ranked as the 26th best nation in the world for conducting business based on its economic and regulatory environment, and it is also considered among the top 10 richest country in Asia. UAE GDP per capita is US $69,900. Number 5 on the list of richest countries in Asia is Kuwait. Kuwait is bordered to the west by Iraq and to the south by Saudi Arabia, thus it is considered to be a part of Asia. Its economy generates a significant level of income and is supported by the 6th largest oil reserves in the world, making it a rich country in Asia. Kuwait GDP per capita is US $71,930. Number 4 on the list of richest countries in Asia is Brunei. It can be found in Southeast Asia, namely on the northern shore of the island of Borneo. It is sometimes referred to as the Nation of Brunei, which literally means the abode of peace. It boasts a prosperous economy that is a combination of international and domestic business ventures, government regulation, welfare measures, and the continued practice of village customs, which accounts for it being one of the richest countries in Asia. Brunei GDP per capita is US $77,700. Number 3 on the list of richest countries in Asia is Singapore. Third on the list is a popular and rich Asian country for tourists, which is Singapore. It is located in Southeast Asia and is both a sovereign city-state and an island country. A global hub for education, entertainment, finance, healthcare, human capital, innovation, logistics, manufacturing, technology, tourism, trade, and transportation, it is also a center for the arts and entertainment, commerce, and transportation. Singapore GDP per capita is US $93,680. Number 2 on the list of richest countries in Asia is MACAO SAR, China. It is an autonomous territory on the western side of the Pearl River estuary in East Asia. Its economy is based largely on tourism, and other chief economic activities are export-geared textile and garment manufacturing, banking and other financial services. Macau GDP per capita is US $125,170. Number 1 on the list of richest countries in Asia is Qatar. It is located in the Western Asia, which is neighboring the Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC, monarchy Saudi Arabia to the south, with the rest of its territory surrounded by the Persian Gulf. Its economy is based on the export of petroleum and liquefied petroleum gas. Qatar GDP per capita is US $129,360. So, which is your favorite country among the top 10 richest countries in Asia? Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content of this video, click the subscribe button so you can receive more content like this. Post your favorite countries among the top 10 richest countries in Asia in the comments below. I'd love to read them, and I'm sure others would too.